This is John Lauder, host of The Cheap Seats. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
You are always responsible for how you act, regardless of how you feel. Hello, welcome to Choose to Rise. I'm so grateful that you've decided to push play with me today and that you're here wanting to learn a little bit more about how you can manage big emotions. We are in a time where big emotions are happening, right? Emotions are running high. People are acting out. People are expressing their thoughts and their feelings in big ways right now. And not that they don't always, but especially now in this kind of tumultuous time in our life where we need to hear, we need to listen, we need to respond in an appropriate way to people with emotions, to people who are being oppressed, to people who are tired of the negativity and the way that they're being treated. No one deserves to be mistreated. No one deserves the shame, the guilt, no one deserves anything but love in this world. And being able to express your emotions, handle those emotions, manage those emotions, and work towards a productive way of doing things. I want you if you're like me, you're an action taker, you're a fixer. I'm a 3 on the Enneagram, which means I'm an achiever too. Like I just want to take what's there and fix it. But I don't always know how to do that. And so today I want to be able to provide you 5 steps or reminders of how you can manage your big emotions and use them to be a productive way. Use them in a healthy way to create change, to create solutions, and not just bigger and bigger emotions. So today I want to share with you 5 ways that you can help manage your emotions. You can use them for yourself. You can use them with children. You can use them to just kind of figure things out a little bit and kind of remind yourself that it's okay to feel the emotion. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to feel. Our emotions are always valid. How you feel can never be dictated by anyone else, but how we feel and how we respond are something that we have control of. Like we don't need to worry about. Sometimes how we feel is just kind of out of our control, but following these steps that I've found, following and managing our emotions, it can really help us learn to harness the energy that we have and direct it in a positive direction, direct it into a solution versus directing it farther down the path of destruction and negativity and creating bigger and stronger emotions thereafter. So these kind of 5 steps to managing your big emotions are: 1, remind people and remind yourself mostly that it's never okay to hurt other people. It's important to set clear guidelines on what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, especially when you're working with kids and especially when you're being a role model for those others in your life. In our house, you're not allowed to hurt others, be destructive to property, be destructive to other people. That includes your words, that includes the things that you have that you are surrounding you. And just having a level of respect for one another, regardless if we agree or disagree. And so reminding yourself and reminding others around you with your thoughts and your actions that it's never okay to hurt anyone else. And I understand that especially right now, people are responding in big emotions because people have been hurt. But hurting more people doesn't serve anyone. It's just creating more of a problem than it is creating more of a solution. The second thing that I would say as a tip or strategy is to take 3 deep breaths and count slowly to 10. This can really help kids, but it can really help ground adults as well. And so understanding that these big feelings are completely normal and it's a part of us to react and to have actions that result in those feelings can hurt other people. They can continue to hurt ourselves, but it's really important to calm down the plan, like calm down the process and just think rationally about things and create peaceful change, create peaceful actions that are going to help everyone be heard, be recognized, and create a sense of love. I was reading a post from a friend recently on social media, and she was talking about creating change. And she was talking about how even specifically like faith, like when you went to church and you learned about your faith, were you were taught about these things, right? But like you weren't shamed into them. You weren't educated into them. You learned a faith, or you learned to change, you learned to do things because you want to do them, because you were loved into them. And so that's really kind of my plea to you, is like that we can channel the energy that we have in these big emotions into more a positive direction, and really work to calm our senses, calm ourselves down, and rationally think about how we can make positive change in this world. And creating a calm down plan is one of those things that you can help do with kids, but maybe you just kind of need to work with it yourself too. Like, take a few deep breaths, slowly give yourself some time to recognize the body's warning signs, whether it's kind of a tense body, maybe it's a clenched teeth or a racing heart. Making a plan, talking about it with other people, especially your kids, and helping them feel the anger, feel the frustration, feel the emotions that are coming up inside of them, recognizing them, becoming aware of them, and then having a course of action that is going to help them and help others respond in a more positive way. So this can be hard, especially when you're kind of thrust into a situation where there is just a lot of energy happening. But being able to calm yourself and keep yourself under control will help other people respect you more, listen to you more, and really create more of a positive movement forward than just always trying to ram things forward. The third step is to use my words to say how I feel and what I wish would happen. Acknowledging the big feelings, recognizing that these feelings are legitimate and that that's super important. And saying what you want to have happen, it will help open the problem and open the problem solving conversation. It will help create solutions, because the kinds of problems or the kinds of questions that you're asking yourself, well, you're always finding the answers to. So if you're looking for a solution, if you're asking a question, if you're stating things that are looking for solutions, that's what we're going to find. Of course, what we wish would happen isn't always what is an acceptable solution for all parties. It's not something that's going to be something we can always control, but that can be a difficult lesson for everyone involved. But it's virtually impossible for us to understand and for us to move forward if we don't seek the support, if we don't look for a peaceful solution, especially when there's big emotions involved. And sometimes those big emotions are being expressed in hateful ways, in violent ways, and hate and violence never brings peace. Hate and violence only brings more hate and violence, and it separates and divides people. And what we want is unity in this world. What we want is everyone treated the same, for everyone to come together and be loved, and treated with respect. And so the more we divide with big emotions, the farther the gap's going to get. So let's bring people together. Number 4 is to ask for help to solve the problem. As an adult, I often find asking for help sometimes a hard thing, but I do want a solution. So it is easier for me to ask for help, even if it's small help, to help guide me in the right direction. I'm a workhorse. I want to put the work in and do the things. When it comes to these kinds of situations, we need to come together. We need to talk about the problem. We need to be able to ask for help with the problem. And, we'll need to support each other in the process and learn to problem solve and find solutions. And we're able to do those in small ways. We'll be able to do those bigger and bigger social situations. So how you do one thing is how you do all things. And if you can help kids, if you can help yourself be a solution focused in the small things, it will be much easier to have that kind of mindset and have that kind of thought process going into big things. When you ask for help, we don't feel that we can solve the problem ourselves sometimes, and that it's really important to keep all channels of communication open. And that when you're working on a bigger problem, you have to bring more people into the fold. And so the bigger the task, the bigger the group of people. And so really keeping your communication open on what the solution is that we're looking for, minimizing frustration, being open and honest, and really working together is what the goal is here. Number 5, take the time you need to calm down, right? So let yourself feel the emotion, let yourself understand what the problem might be, and then really work towards that solution that is being proposed. And you might still feel angry, you might still feel upset, but I want you to kind of harness that energy that's inside of you and move it forward. Move forward to educate yourself, move forward to support the people that need to be supported, move forward in a way that's going to help the situation and not hinder the situation. Sometimes it's better just to walk away and find a safe space to diffuse your feelings. Sometimes it's You need to have somebody right there beside you to help you work through it. Sometimes can be there could be some like lingering emotions and we just need to distract ourselves from the situation. However, you need to work through them. I would encourage you and support you and implore you to use these steps to help you isolate, not necessarily isolate yourself, but to bring down the emotions. When you're dealing with big emotions like this, give yourself the space that you need to be able to work through them, to use it as positive energy, and to find the support that you need to help you find a solution for yourself. So in the heat of the moment, things are going to maybe not go as ideal, right? But when we can, get the ideas, go from straight out of our mind and out of the emotions, and we'll find ourselves settling back into old habits of getting angry or acting impatiently or, acting out of uncontrol kind of situations. But let's work together in calming down, being in more control, using the energy that's inside of us to go in a positive direction, and really making sure that you're using our big emotions, processing those big emotions, really understanding where the emotions are coming from, and looking for solutions in our hearts and minds. So those 5 steps of handling those big emotions are: 1, remind yourself that it's never okay to hurt other people. Remind the people around you it's never okay to hurt other people. Hurt people hurt people. Encourage people encourage people. Healed people heal people. So be the second kind of people, right? 2, take 3 deep breaths and count slowly down. Minimize the energy or guide the energy in a different direction. Use your words to say how you feel and what you wish will happen, and look for solutions as you go. 4, ask for help to solve the problem. Be solution focused. Bring other people with you. Make a movement out of it. And 5, take time to calm down. Really, when big emotions are flaring, it's when we start to think and act out of control. And we want to be in control of the situation. We want to be able to move forward with a positive way. And if we're out of control, things just get more out of control. So I hope these 5 steps to managing your big emotions helps. Regardless of what side of the fence you're on, I hope that you're coming together, that we can find solutions that we're going to work together, peaceful solutions that will help guide us in a better direction. And we can understand that you are always responsible for how you act, regardless of how you feel. And if you have big feelings, you're going to want to react big. And so I hope that we can harness that energy and move forward in a positive solution, and that we can love all, and that everyone matters, and that everyone feels the love, and that we can eradicate hate in our world right now. It's a huge thing on my heart. It's a huge mission in my life to be able to help you rise up out of the current situation, to live your best life, no matter who you are, where you live, what you're doing in life, and that we can work together to create unity in our world and not keep dividing ourselves with old habits, old mindsets, old ways of thinking. So I hope and pray that something today has worked for you, that it's going to help you, encourage you, and support you, and help you live a better life today. Please come back next time. We'll be talking a little bit more about this and also finding more ways to just rise up out of yourself and live your best life. Thanks so much for joining me. Leave a rating, send me a message. Tell other people at Choose to Rise. Share this on your social media. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day, everyone. See you soon.